Hi, this is Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I would like to share with you how I created this macrame curtain. This is, I would say, for intermediate. So if you are a beginner, please take time to watch 3 basic knots you need to learn, as you need to know the basic knots that I will be using for this project. I will also be using a 5mm cotton cord, which is available on my social media accounts. Anyway, prepare your materials and let's get started. Just a reminder to always check the description box, and if you find this video too fast, you could always change the playback speed. First, cut 16 cords with 23 feet length each. I'm just using this wood temporarily because later I'll transfer this curtain into a curtain rod. Next, get your first 2 cords, fold it in half, and we have to connect it together by making a lark's head knot. The next thing that we have to do is to create an alternating half hitch, and to do this, make this number 4, insert it through, and then we also have to do the opposite side, inverted 4, insert it through, and then let's go back to number 4. So we'll just continue the process until we reach almost 4 inches length. So we're done on this side. We have 4 inches length. Now we just have to repeat the same process onto the other side. But on this side, let's just create 3 inches length. So in total, we should have 7 inches length of this alternating half hitch. So combining the two, we have 7 inches length. Now what we have to do is to find the center, okay? And then we're gonna connect these 2 sides by making a square knot. This will serve as the handle of our curtain. I'm not actually sure if that's the right term, but we have to create 8 of these. So we're done creating this 8 handle. The next thing that we have to do is to connect them. Next, we have to cut 48 cords with 18 feet length each. We're gonna attach 6 cords per handle. So for this side, I'm gonna attach 3 cords by making a lark's head knot. So we have 3 cords here, then I'm also gonna attach 3 cords on this side. Then I'm gonna connect this handle by making a square knot. So we just have to repeat this process with the rest of our handle. So we're done connecting this 8th handle. The next thing that we have to do is to create this square knot lining using 4 cords. Again, when working with square knots, we have to work in groupings of 4. Once we're done creating this first row of square knots, the next thing that we have to do is to create double half hitch. So we have to divide our cords into 2 groups. So we have our first left side, which has 2, 4, 6, 8. Then on your right, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, 10 cords on your right. We really have more cords on the right side because that's the last panel that we have for this curtain. But the rest of this panel, the one in the middle, we're just gonna work in groupings of 8. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 chords. And then the last chord will be your lead chord. For the middle, I will just continue and make a half hitch. But for the rest of the chords, we'll continue on working in groupings of 8. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is the same number of chords that we'll also be using on the left side. Again, for the rest of the chords, we'll be working in groupings of 8. The only 10 chords is the one on your left side, the last panel on the left side, as well as the one that we just did a while ago, this last panel on the right side. Now that we're done creating this lining, the next thing that we have to do is to repeat the process of creating these square knots.
Once we're done with this square knots, we'll just repeat this double half hitch lining. Again, every time that I'm connecting these two lines, I am just using a half hitch. Once done, I will just repeat this double half hitch lining. Moving forward on our next design, we're gonna start with the second panel. Get the 6 cords in the middle and then continue making a double half hitch. We're gonna make a circle double half hitch. And then let's work on to the other side. Then let's work on the lower part. Then let's do the same onto the fourth panel. Then we're gonna make an inverted V below this circle. But this time, we're gonna add 1 cord on each side. So in total, we'll have 8 cords for this design. Using the same number of cords, I will create a diamond. Before I continue to make double half hitch on the lower part, I will first create a square knot. So I will use these 2 cords as my outer cord and gather all these cords to serve as my middle cord. Once I created the square knot, I will then continue on doing my double half hitch on the lower part. For symmetry, since we created this inverted V on top of the diamond, I will also create another one on the lower part, but this time on a V shape. We'll also repeat this circle that we did on top. Remember, we're just working with 6 cords in making this circle. Then I will just repeat the process here. For the rest of the panel, we're just gonna tweak the first design that we have. So for the first one, we have a bigger circle. This time, I'm gonna make a smaller one. And with this, I'm gonna work with 4 cords. Then I will create another circle. Then for the next part, we're gonna work with 12 cords. So we have 6 on each side. So from the 4 cords that we have in the middle, I just added 4 cords on both sides. So this time, I will still do the same thing. I'll create a diamond. Now, we're gonna make a bigger square knot. So I'm using 2 cords as my outer cords. And then, same thing, I'm gathering the rest of the cords to serve as my middle cord. Then we'll also add another 2 circles. So this is how it should look like. We have alternating design. As you can see, I just tweaked, the design from the first one because I want the look to be cohesive. We're almost done. What you have to do now is to fill in this lower part of the curtain with barrel knots. So I actually have another tutorial on how to create a barrel knot, which is available in the description box below. So in one cord, I will make 2 barrel knots. Last process is to trim the bottom part of our curtain.
If you find this video helpful, please share it with me by using the hashtag HabitMade and tagging me on my social media accounts. I would love to see all your works and even feature it on my page. Anyway, please share this video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and see you on my next tutorial.